Hello and welcome back to some more Dwarf Fortress with me, the Green Dragon. Let us continue. We have had another slight catastrophe recently, of course, as you should well know. And we have managed to re-recruit one more squad of dwarves. We have one squad now, and we want to try and recover from the, well, fracking that the Forgotten Beast gave us, because that's what essentially is. We got screwed and screwed very, very hard here. Now, right, you are in the military, but we have two other dwarves who are not, like Olan here and Steamthud, I guess, who are... Oh yeah, you had the Muka shouts the Forgotten Beast. You killed the Forgotten Beast. You have killed two Crundles, but you have actually trained yourself. You know, the way this is, we need all the experienced people we have, so Stintad and Mo and Olan should be in the military, to be honest. I mean, the captain of the guard... Right, Yes, we'll replace a couple of the recruits with actual experienced military guys, because, well, we kind of do need them. Right? Right. Right, those aren't... Yeah. So two of the new guys will be out of the military now, right? In theory. Well, let's let the game run for a bit and we can see what's what. Don't really need that much food production. Okay, how are we? Don't have a carpenter. You are what? The siege engineer. That's again something we don't need. You are not in military, but what are you actually doing? Not anything really. Okay, you be a carpenter. We do have a bowyer, so that's good. We can have two carpenters for ourselves here. Cause why the frack not? And that should be good. And we do have gem guys, in theory. I mean, obviously that's not gonna go a long ways, but let's cut some gems. Right? Let's cut some gems. Let's keep this going. Let's try and recover from this complete and utter disaster of disastrous proportions. Okay, so here, right, here we still need to bring up some things. Here we need to set these for burial, clearly, because, you know, obviously, death, destruction, dwarven bodies everywhere. You can imagine how this goes. Right, those would be the dwarves of the glorious dwarfishness. Great. Do I have spare bins anywhere? I do a few. It's the manpower that I'm lacking to really take advantage of them. In this case, I will. Okay, what do you need? Okay, so you're out of gems to encrust with? No way. It must be because the... Can't be that either, can it? Okay, let's try and unsuspend this, because... Surely. Okay, that's a gold statue of dwarves. Has it been encrusted with everything? For example, lapis, citrine, pyrite, and red spinels, yes. I have a feeling that all of the... Okay, apparently we don't have lapis lazulis. That sounds completely and utterly wrong. Let's check our supply of cut gems. Okay, apparently we have very few actually. Interesting. But we do have citrines. I mean, we don't have lapis lazulis, but we do have citrines. Right? Yeah, and you are encrusting something. Needs improvable furniture that isn't a bin. So it looks like all of these are actually done. Okay. Gonna stop that and we're gonna order this done. We need to cut some prices before everything happens. Actually, I could just set it all on the same guy. Like, yeah, you can be a strand extractor and we'll keep all of this on
Sir,
this.
an artifact has been completed.
I'll
Really?
check in a
That's good
second,
news.
but...
Let's go see it.
Okay, yeah, you do that. Okay. You suck for those roles. You are much better, okay. I mean, you're still not very well suited, but you are much, much better by the percentages. A native gold bracelet. So essentially you just carved a nugget into a bracelet. Let's see. 200k! Oakcraft's worship is of course of the highest quality. It is encrusted with rectangular native gold cabochons and encircled with bands of gold. Larch and Crundlebone. This object menaces with spikes of native gold and gold. Okay. On the item is an image of dwarves in native gold. The dwarves are laboring. The artwork relates to the foundation of knife years by the subtle diamond of the romantic bodies of vegetation in early spring of 5. You know, this name of knife years has been extremely accurate so far, because there has been a lot of knifing. Well, mostly of chomping of dwarves, but, you know, yeah. Things have certainly happened. Down below here, how is this looking? That should not be suspended, unsuspended. I have a feeling that we are gonna... Right, I took them off of that. Wait, we actually have an actual gem cutter. You are a level 4 gem cutter. You are in the military. And now we're gonna leave you there. Even the most primitive skills at fighting are pretty much essential. Anything that we can have is necessary. And what are you mandating? Boxes and bags. Right, but I did not have a leather worker guy. Well, why don't we do that then? Shall we? Okay, that's up above. Ah, yes, I probably do want to trade here. Okay. Okay. These are the clothing ones, right? Right. We're gonna be trading all of that away. That should provide us with more than enough stuff in order to, you know, do all the things, really. And we'll get rid of some of our older crap, too. Shouldn't have any problem with getting all the clothing we need, really. And, you know, this will help in all kinds of fun ways. The next fort we play will be in a smaller world, so there's less background calculation, which should hopefully significantly speed this up, because the game is running a lot slower than the 2012 version did, and that has got to be the background simulations. It just has to be. I mean, what else could it be? Really. So we'll bring it down to a small world, which should still be large enough to offer us a wide variety of cool stuff, and, you know, it should be cool. At least that's the way we're gonna do that. You are bringing up dwarven bodies from the depths of the fortress. Do we have any burial receptacles Well, we have one extra, that's it. And all of these are... Yeah, apparently we didn't store upon enough coffins in advance. You know, next fortress, I think I'll just keep 100 coffins, or at least 50, ready to go for whenever shit hits the fan. Because, well, let's be honest, crap like that does on occasion happen. Hell, I can't believe that we actually managed to survive that, really. Because, jeez, that seemed... Also, let's unset this. No. DX. Turn the box select on, yes. Don't think we have a tree cutter now anyway, cause... No, we do, he didn't actually die. Okay. Okay, so some finished goods bins are already up there. I'm gonna turn the auto trade off for this, cause, you know, cause reasons. Yeah, so our coffin makers have had a lot more practice than this guy ever did. I mean, he has leveled up to 3 in quite a few things actually. Almost in diagnostics as well. Interesting. Yeah, and it seems that a single medical dwarf, as long as that is a dedicated job, as long as that's the only thing he does, is, you know, actually it works out pretty well. What do I need? I don't need anything from them, to be honest. I pretty much have everything I want. Really, what could I... Yeah, screw that, I really don't need. Yes, I will consider the tray an import agreement next year. You are brewing drink from plant. Well, gonna suspend that. Certainly don't need that much booze now that we have such small populations. And okay, you're picking up equipment apparently. Storing item in stockpile. I guess you're exchanging clothing or something. At least you might be. Yep, that's corpses and all kinds of stuff there. Right. So yeah, this did not go as well in some regards as I had expected, but fun happened. And fun happening is okay. Fun does happen. It's a fact of life and nothing to be that upset about. That's... Loading a fracking weapon trap, really? You're loading a fracking weapon trap. Why? Oh right, because I turned that on for everyone in the vain hope of stopping that beast before it ate anyone. We can see how well that worked incidentally. Well, no. Ah, crap. Yeah, just turn that off. We have 2 guys for that they can concern themselves with the traps from now on. And never again well, if we have a strong mechanics industry, maybe, but maybe not so much. You know, maybe not so much. Right. I mean, we're gonna... Well, we have hit 500,000 on this. We'll see. I think I will be abandoning this fortress and moving on to the new update of the Dwarf Fortress, because that has a new way for emotions to be calculated, and this will run a lot faster if... We'll see. But I think this may well be the last part, because the dwarves have gotten really screwed here, and it would be perfectly understandable for them to leave at this point, because let's face it, it looks like this place is just too dangerous to remain here, right? Because one more forgotten beast and we're dead anyway, unless I walled that off, and I really don't want to do that, because that would be admitting defeat. Not that abandoning fort. You know what we will do? We will just retire this fort, right? We will leave it here and we'll retire it. Right? And in order to, before we do that, we will actually wrap this up safely. We'll say that the dwarves actually trained a squad of actual crossbow dwarves and walled these off until they were ready. I don't know, something. point is good things, right? So here as well, we'll just have these open up and let the dwarves make all the things. That will be glorious. We'll finish this up, we'll close it all off, all the dangerous bits anyway, and just mine gold, make stuff, and get prosperous while the fort recovers, to the point where it can handle those beasties, right? That's how it's gonna be. So, yep. I mean, we could trade for stuff, but I really don't feel like it. Yeah, we're just gonna wall that off and say that the fort survived onwards without us. And then I will start a new fort in the 40.14 version of Dwarf Fortress at a slightly later date. Or rather, upload at a slightly later date. I'll see if all the stuff has been updated properly and start today. Or record a few videos today anyway. At least that's the dream. And yeah, all of this looks like it's getting built, which is good. Oh, you're using diorite. Gonna actually, yeah, we're gonna make a new thing, but we're gonna build it from something like bauxite, which will be way far away. There we go. I mean, obviously we could always make a thing out of soap, but that's just stupid. Where the fuck are you going? Where the fuck are you going? You're gonna end up trapped there, aren't you? I just know you are, you little fuck. Get in here. The walls are gonna go up, and you'll end up on the other side, and then we'll all be sad. Sort of sad. Okay, good, good, good. The fuck are you going? God damn it. Hey! Dumbasses. I mean, I don't care. Anyway, so jobs, workshop orders. No, we are not auto-collecting webs, so the fuck is this? What do you want? Quivers, blocks, goblets. Oh, goblets. So this could be a real renaissance for the fort, in theory. Alright, you grabbed some bone bolts. Suspend that. Right, that's the bauxite that was going there. But yeah, these obviously need to be closed off. Ammunition, really. They came in here to gather ammunition. Wonderful. Yeah, look at all that blood. Well, at least... Okay, we can smooth this out. Hopefully Forgotten Beasts can't break actual walls, cause... obviously that would suck a bit. But overall, yeah, I'd say that this fort is... okay-ish. I mean, yes, it had some tough time, but with the gold and resources available, I mean, if it walls off the lower levels and leaves them alone, it can be extremely successful, right? With no real danger. Seriously? I will leave you there. I mean, I could trade for stuff, but I really... Okay, I think they're coming for this bolt. I think that's all the bolts that were... You know, next time I play this, I might just dump all the animal products except for actual bones, maybe, right? Hell, I'll even dump the bones, I'll just keep the meat when there's something to kill. And I won't hunt. Yeah, I'm gonna try to have a fort that doesn't actually hunt, that butchers the occasional animal but doesn't hunt, and relies entirely on food import. And we might make
build me this.
silk clothing. What do you want? Boxes and bags, eh? Well, whatever. But the... well, very soon we'll be able to close this off, as we've closed off the stuff down below, and hopefully that will be good. And maybe next time we'll actually have a place that has a metal thing. As in, maybe we'll actually have a thing... oh, it's a race? No, you're not gonna get there in time. Suspend that. Move your baby-carrying ass, you dumb bitch. Please. Move it. Good. Now unsuspend it and see it done. Please. Kill. Might actually make a world with more history, because we didn't get any goblin thieves or stuff, which I assume means that there simply weren't any. The population, especially in a small world, we're gonna go with a medium history world, I think, because of how small the population would be, or was already in this one. Okay, so that is walled off, there is no way in through here, so, okay, this is safe. That is getting smooth. You know, I think we do need to make sure that everyone is properly buried first. Like... okay, there's a couple more coffins that have been built. Yeah, since masonry is turned on for everyone, we'll make sure that everyone is properly interred, and then we're gonna call it a... fort. Probably. Just... take our time, finish this. You know what? No, no, no. How many? Ooh, yeah, whatever. It's fine, and then we'll grab a bunch of metal bars and stuff like that. It'll be glorious. Okay. And here. Yes, we'll take some of that, thank you. And then there's the nuggets. Yes, that is fine. And that's the thing, you can always import some platinum if you need stuff. You can always import platinum. I might actually do that in the new fort, just import some platinum nuggets right from the very start, turn those into... so that I don't have to worry about trading during the first year, right? Just use the platinum for that. Yeah, sounds good. And trade. Yes, good. Alright, and no, that's bins. No. No. I mean, what is it for? These shortcuts suck sometimes. Coffin. Where the frack is a coffin? Where are the coffins? Oh, it's a casket, not a coffin. Right. K. Jesus, that makes no fracking sense. But okay, fine, casket it is. Caskets all the way, sure. Yeah, that's what we'll finish with. We'll fresh, safe start. We'll pick up the pieces, then we'll put the dwarves in a position where they can rebuild, and then we can retire this fort. Speaking of, I think the Baroness is now interred here. This is the resting place of... yeah, that's the tomb of the Baroness. She actually got buried there. You know, I did not actually, when I made it, expect it to ever be used. Honestly. I thought it might be, but I did not genuinely expect it to ever, you know, get to that point where it was actually used. So, I am a bit surprised about that, to be honest. I did not expect to ever actually use any of that. Okay, you are doing that. Good. Good, good, good. Good. So I'm already thinking about how I'm going to arrange. Also, how hurt are you? Oh, you are still... Oh, that's just scar tissue all the way. Right. Okay, that's doors. Screw the doors, screw the doors, screw all the doors. We don't care. What we want is burial receptacles. Like all of them. Just place them. Of course, they'll first get carried downstairs where they're gonna be stored in the furniture thing, and then they're gonna be brought upstairs where they'll actually be used. Do we have idlers? I don't think we do actually. Right, they're still bringing this out. At least the auto trade is off. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. You are making things. Okay. Cat soap, yes. Soap is good too. That's the thing, if we are gonna be making any sort of tallow, we really don't need our cooks to be experienced at the point where they are, you know, just... Right, you're making it, not melting it, right. Never mind, I was puzzled for a bit. Okay. All the large logs, all the coffins, good. And we have more burial receptacles that can be placed. Yes, just inter all the remaining dwarven bodies. Just bring them downstairs, please. They are starting to stink. That is disrespectful towards our dead, and considering how many of those we have, we actually managed to get a pretty good scorecard here. Now let's count. All of these lower ones are fully filled, we know that much, so that's 30, 60, 70, 80, 85. If this one gets assigned a body, that will be... Yep. So 85, 95, nearly 100 corpses. Almost 100 dead dwarves. Now that, I think, may be a high score. I think that might well be the highest I have ever gotten actually successfully interred in a fortress that, you know, survived the attacks. Which is a pretty significant accomplishment for me. High score, baby. High score. Poor bastards. Yes, 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 yes. And there are 2 more bodies upstairs, so once those coffins are placed we should be good. So that should be 97. Actually, no. Yes. Yes, one of these was... I think they actually got buried properly, though. Those memorial things weren't actually... I mean, they got assigned their own coffins, if nothing else. Okay, so this should be all of them, right? Yes, that's all of them. Okay, there we go. The fortress survives. We can wall off the surface as necessary, and we have walled off the lower levels, so we are at the moment safe. We even managed to extract some adamantium. I would say that that is a game well played, despite the slow start. We had lots of fun, and I think it's time we moved on to the next fortress and the next version of the game. So, that being the case, I'm gonna retire this fortress, and I'll see you guys in the next embarkation of the Dwarf Fortress 2014. So, well, yes, 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 yes. Become part of the world. Your fortress has settled into the rhythm of day-to-day living beyond your meticulous concern. Excellent. What remains of it anyway? We have a final population of 60-something, 47 adults, which is not that much. But, you know, whatever. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next playlist, the next embarkation. So